Hello and welcome to another yoga class. My name is Hilke and I will be guiding you through a yin practice today. The yin practice that we will do is all about the kidneys and the urinary bladder, because those are the organs that relate to winter season in Chinese medicine. So we will work a lot on the back lines today. Because that's where the meridians are that govern those areas. So make sure you have some props. If you don't have a bolster or if you don't have a block at home, don't worry, that's completely fine. You can also use a rolled up towel, beach towel, something that's a bit bigger, maybe a pillow, but make sure you have something, and also make sure you're nice and warm. In yin, it's always nice to add up a few layers, so if you get hot, you get some shifts in temperature, you can put something off, and if you're a bit cold, you can put something on. All right, let's get started. We're gonna start in pentacle. So come onto your back and let the legs relax. Both feet are falling out towards the side, arms alongside your body. And maybe you want to have your hands somewhere on your body. That's fine as well, doesn't really matter. Often, automatically, you already put your hands where you need a bit of attention. So if you're already landed there, great. Don't have to. Bring your focus to your breath. So we're gonna do a few deep belly breaths here. Smooth inhale through the nose, fill up the belly. And exhale through the nose as well. Couple of rounds, just so you can deepen your breath each breath. One more breath here. Beautiful. Then when you're ready, slowly come up. You got two options here that I'm going to present you. So you can either roll to your side, roll up like a little ball, and then push yourself up. So that's the yin way of coming up. The yang way is lifting both legs up in the air and then swing them forward all the way up. So whatever suits best at this moment. All right, we're moving into a butterfly, reclined butterfly. Bounded butterfly. So soles of the feet together, knees are moving out towards the side. And here's where your props might come in handy already. So you might want to prop something under your knees, both sides, if you feel that you need a bit of support there. So it could be beach towels, could be pillows. And then see if you can lengthen your spine, straighten your spine. If you feel that's a bit restricted there, bring something underneath your bottom to lift yourself up. Slowly inhale and extend from the crown of the head and slowly come forward. And then you feel that there is a point where you can't go any deeper. Slowly round your back and release all the way down. Relax the back of your head so the neck is nice and long. really dive into that whole back line here. So the neck is often a place where we keep a lot of tension. So see if you can really drop your head down. Maybe floss around a bit. Use this first minute to find your position. And if you haven't found it yet, maybe move your legs a little, maybe bring your feet a bit closer, maybe a bit further away. So it's always a bit searching for that right spot with Yin before you really dive in. So we're going to hold this posture for 3 more minutes. Let's see if you can relax, breathe. The breath can really help you in this pose with letting go each exhale. Beautiful. The reason why we have longer holds in Yin, so mostly from 2 minutes onward, is because that's where you dive into that connective tissue, into that fascia. So you need to give it a bit of time to settle in, and before it lets go, before the fascia lets go in places where it's tight, it holds on. So it's all about finding comfort within the uncomfortable. You might notice different sensations, so they come in waves. You might notice that you drop a bit deeper the longer you are in a pose. Beautiful, we're almost there for this one. Last breath here. Exhale, stay and let go. And slowly use your hands to come up. Slowly push yourself up so there's no rush in Yin. You have plenty of time to get out of the pose. Maybe use your hands to close your legs and then make your way down onto your back for a rebound. Just a bit of a break, a pause in between the poses to process what you just did. You might feel some flushing through the legs or experience some other sensations. Maybe blood that's moving around. And then slowly, when you're ready, roll onto your belly. Moving into crocodile pose or sphinx. So you can choose. For crocodile, which is a bit of a milder version, bring your hands on top of each other. So you create a little pillow with your hands and then bring your forehead on top of your hands. Just a really slight back bend here. If you want a bit more, maybe a bit more active, come up into Sphinx. So come onto the elbows, open up the chest. If you feel there is a bit of compression in your lower back that doesn't feel right, just open up the legs a bit more so you create some more space there. If it still doesn't feel good, just bring your hands back on top of each other, back into crocodile. And what this pose is doing, it creates a compression at the back of our kidneys, which is really nice when you let go. The energy releases and flows through your body. So if there's anything that's stuck, it's nice to compress it so you can release it afterwards again. And hopefully anything that's blocked flushes through. Always focus on the breath. Stay here for a few more breaths, few more rounds. Beautiful. One more round of breathing here, inhaling through the nose, smooth and slow. And on your exhale, let go. Slowly come down, come out of the pose. You can stay on your belly and rest here, or you can move onto your back. So up to you. If you want to move onto your back, that's where we're going to meet anyway after this. You can. Feel comfortable on your belly. Stay there for a moment. Maybe you want to bring some movement in your legs. If you want to stay still, stay still. Otherwise, you might want to do some windscreen wipers with your legs. Just move them from side to side. Might give a nice release on your lower back as well. And slowly, when you're ready, roll over onto your back. And bring the knees in towards your chest. So give them a little squeeze, a little hug, roll from side to side. So nice to massage the lower back, especially after that back bend. Beautiful. And bring your knees towards your armpits. So next pose is going to be a double stirrup, but this is your option if that doesn't feel good for you. So you can stay here as well, just bringing your knees in towards your armpits. Otherwise, grab both feet with your hands. Doesn't really matter if you want to go for the inside or the outside. Just whatever feels most comfortable. And a gentle pull on your feet. So the knees are moving towards the armpits, towards the earth. And for the real flexies here, if you feel you want to dive a bit deeper, you can stretch your legs. If that doesn't feel right, just come back into your stirrup. Stay here for 4 more minutes, so a decent amount of time here. We're working on the kidney and urinary bladder meridians today, and what that means energetically is kidneys are a symbol for fear. So if you have an imbalance, if your meridian is blocked somewhere around the kidney lines, then you might notice some fear or unsafety. And of course, when everything's in balance, when everything's going really well, no blocks, then you're in a really safe space. And what Yin learns us is to be safe on the mat. So how can you stay within a pose that feels maybe really uncomfortable, unsafe, but you might be hopefully be in a safe place on the mat in your own home. So can you feel safe in your body at this moment? Can you tell your body you're in a safe place? You might notice when it happens, you can relax a bit more around the areas that feel tight. You might notice that creates some more space. Two more minutes here. Halfway. Almost there. All right, doing such a great job. It's not an easy pose, often quite big for many people. So slowly release, bring your heels back towards your bottom, and then slowly use your hands to bring your knees in back towards your chest. Again, maybe have a little squeeze, roll from side to side. And slowly come back into that pose on your back. Extend your legs out in front of you. Few breaths here. Pay attention to where you feel any sensations in your body. And when those sensations have faded, slowly choose your way to come up again. Take your time. If you're still noticing something's moving, something's going on, it hasn't passed yet, then stay. Take your time. Just come up whenever you're ready. So choose if you want to roll to the side, small ball, come all the way up, or do the Yang variation with the legs in the air and bringing themselves forward. All right, moving into caterpillar pose. And again, some props might be handy here. So if you have a really big cushion or something like a bolster, you could use this, bringing it on your legs, coming forward, just to give your upper body a bit of support. Maybe something underneath your bottom, a big beach towel block maybe might come in handy just to create some more space. Maybe you want something underneath your knees as well. We want to try and reach the whole back line. So see if you can keep your legs as straight as possible. Of course, within what works for your body. So on your inhale, lengthen. See if you can create a long spine. Bring the hands up. And on your exhale, slowly come forward again. Find that place where you feel you can't move any further. And then slowly round your back, relax the back of your head down. Maybe flush your neck. See if you need some adjustments, some props to help you, to support you, give you a bit of space. It can be really nice as well to put a block or something underneath your forehead. You can always get creative with props. If you don't have a block, maybe a book or something else that can help you, water bottle, where you can rest your forehead on if you need to. Stay here for 4 minutes again. This is a super nice big pose, because we're catching the whole back line here, so all the way from the back, from our lower legs, upper legs, into our spine, upper back, neck. And forward folds are also known to be very calming. You feel overwhelmed. Beautiful pose to do. Use your breath. See if you can relax your face. Relax your fingers, your toes. Halfway. Feel good where you are. You can stay, but you can also, on your inhale, come up just a bit. This is something I really enjoy, which I really like to do. And then on your exhale, melt back in for that last minute to marinate a bit deeper into your pose. Maybe floats around in your neck. See if there are any other sticky bits that you can release. So good. All right, last breath in here. Exhale, completely let go. See if you can melt just a bit deeper. And then slowly come all the way up. Really nice. Perfect. All right. Come back all the way to your back. A bit of a rest. Maybe move your props to the side if you have them, if you're using them. And then bring your arms onto shoulder height. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly bring your right knee on top of your left knee. Swivel your hips towards the right. Twisted roots. So bring your knees towards your left side. Keep the right shoulder onto the floor. If you want a bit of support, you can bring your prop underneath your knees, just to make it less deep. If you feel you're okay here, you have something that's a bit heavier, you want some extra weight, you can put some extra weight onto your shoulder or arm. So make sure it stays down. And decide where you want to place your head. You can look to your right hand. Maybe you want to look towards your left side, and it can be very surprising, but maybe the side where you don't expect it gives you a bit of an interesting feeling, interesting sensation, where you want to maybe hold it to release a bit of tension. And twisting is a really great neutralizer for your spine, so always nice to do at the end of a practice. And because the meridians that we're targeting today are around our back body, twist is definitely hitting them as well. Right, 1 more minute here. Deep breath in, exhale, let go. On your next inhale, draw your navel towards your spine, so actively pull your knees back. Give yourself a little bit of a push with your hands, so they can definitely help you here as well to get back to center. Slowly bring your hips back to the middle, so you want it neutral before you untangle your legs. And then bring your left knee on top of your right, so cross it over, hips swivel to the left, and then drop the right knee, the knees towards the right. Left shoulder onto the floor, arms in a nice T shape. You maybe want to put your right hand onto your left knee. If you want to prop yourself up, bring something underneath your knees, or maybe something on top of your shoulder, maybe on top of your legs, to give that extra bit of weight. And then choose how you want to position your head. Maybe look towards the right, to the left. You can try both out, see what works best. I always find it so interesting that the smallest movements can create such a big difference to areas in your body where you don't expect it. So you might move your head and feel it in your hips, and that's because of the connective tissue works all the way through your whole body. That's also why in Yin, if we stretch a certain way, stretch in a certain pose, something might open up in a different place in your body. And if we got more space in our body, in Chinese medicine they talk about qi, energy can flow better. One more minute on this side. All right, last breath in through the nose. Exhale, let go. Here, next inhale, slowly pull the navel towards the spine. Bring your hands onto the mat, onto the floor, so that they can help you pushing yourself back to the center. Bring the hips back to the middle. And slowly extend your legs. Get ready for pentacles, for your final rest. If you need to grab a jumper or a blanket, something to keep you warm, please do. So you don't want to get cold while you're in your rest. Especially for yin, it's super important and nice to stay warm. So feel free to grab something and come all the way down to your back. Tune your awareness back to the deep belly breaths. And let your body allow to completely sink into the earth. Relax your face, the back of your eyes. Let your eyeballs sink deep into your skull. Relax the tongue. Relax the space around your eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Just let the body melt. Slowly bring your awareness back to the physical body. Fill your belly with a nice deep breath. Slowly start to get some movement back into the body. Give yourself a nice stretch. If you feel a yawn coming up, yawn. And slowly make your way up towards a seated position. Please move through your side. Holding it to your side before you come up. And choose a seat that's comfortable, that feels good for you. And we'll end with a cheer up. So bring the palms together, give them a really nice rub. So really make sure that they're nice and warm. And then place them on top of your, just underneath your belly button. For a nice grounding sensation. And slowly bring your hands in front of your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing Yin with me today. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.